segment, and it's about changing colleges. Finding the right college is not an easy task. It takes a lot of homework and a lot of legwork. So parents, your teens may need you more than you think to find the right fit for them. Potential magazine publisher Pam Mashburn is here to tell us how to get it right the first time, and that is not always easy. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. This is a common problem.
It is. It is. And you know, with college costing around $86,000 for a four-year degree, if a student transfers colleges, a lot of times they leave that scholarship behind, and there may not be scholarships available at that next college. Usually there's not. So it's really important that you find that right fit.
Absolutely. So before we get real deep into it, why is it so important then to talk about this with your student ahead of time when they're ready to make this decision? They can't be wishy-washy about this.
No, they can't. And I mean, I kind of equate it to you're buying an $86,000 house that you're going to be living in for 4 years. So you really want to make sure that there's things for them to do on the weekend, that it's not too far from home, and that it's going to be the right environment for them. So really doing a list of questions beforehand is really important. And, you know, obviously, us parents are looking at stuff that's different than the kids. And, you know, my parents weren't that worried about it because they weren't, I mean, it was so inexpensive. But now college is so expensive.
And it keeps going up.
It does.
Every year, and not just a little bit.
It's
going up a lot. It really is. It's ahead of inflation. So you have to really plan for that. Now, one way that people plan, and they look forward to this, parents do too, most of them, are the college tours. So this is a great time. I don't care if they're just a sophomore or just a junior. Go and see those colleges right now.
Yeah, you know, kids get the pamphlets and they see stuff online, or they see football games online or on TV, or they may go tailgate. But, you know, at University of Alabama, there's only 7 home games a year. The rest of the time, they're working and they're having to trudge to class. So it's good to go, I think, on a Tuesday or Wednesday, set up an official tour. And parents, you stay to the back and listen. Let the kids ask the questions. And then at the end, if there's some things that you have to ask about, like I was worried about, where is urgent care? How will they get there? Is it going to be safe?
And
where do they park?
Most kids aren't going to ask those questions. You're going to have some great questions as parents, but they're going to ask the things that are going to be important to them, and you get to know them a little bit better and what you need to look out for.
You're asking a lot about partying. I don't know. This may not be a good fit.
See where their priorities are. How do you get ready for a tour?
Yeah, so I think one of the things, number one, is to call. Don't go on a Friday afternoon. We made that mistake. There's nothing going on if it's not a game weekend. And so my son was like, there's nobody at this school. There's nobody to talk to. It's dead around here. So we didn't get a good impression of that school. So go during the week. Find out from your high schools, you know, how many days juniors and seniors are usually given tour days, and they get excused. You just bring a note back that said you went on the tour, but it's usually 1 to 3 days. So take advantage of that. Don't just go in the summer. Don't go on the weekend. But figure out those things that are important. We have a magazine or a supplement. It's called College Organizer. It's online as well, and it's got a lot of like checklists in it, especially about college tours and things that you might not have thought about.
And I love that you have that, and you can get that online and make sure you mark those things off as you go. But I love what you had at the end when we were talking about this earlier. Make that impression. A lot of people don't make that note or take time to follow up after they make that visit. That is huge.
It's huge. Okay, so what they call it in college admission term is demonstrated interest. So if you go back and send an email, or at least, or send a handwritten note and say, I really enjoyed the tour, I can't wait to learn more about it, send emails to the recruiters and ask them questions, not parents, kids. You know, you can send it through your kids, but they're more likely to recommend you for leadership scholarships and achievement scholarships. They don't want to give those scholarships, especially those high-profile ones, to kids that aren't interested in their school. So it's really important that you do that.
Don't assume that they know you're interested. Make sure they know when you're interested. Okay, tell us about this workshop, Countdown to College.
Yes, so we do these across the state of Alabama. We've done over 70. The next one we're having is on Monday in Alex City at Benjamin Russell High School. It's at 6. It's from 6 to 7:30. We'll have a panel of college admissions recruiters that can give you some great ideas about what the admission process is and isn't, what the scholarship process is, and I think some things that will really help your families to save money.
Sounds good. Hey, here's a look at the cover of the magazine. Look for it wherever teens and their parents hang out. And if you can't find a hard copy, because they do get hard to find as the month goes on.
Get gobbled up.
Yes, they get gobbled up, so to speak. But if they want to find it online, where do they do that?
Potential college.magazine.com.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
being
thanks,
here.
Tanya.
Good advice. Yeah, let's get it right the first time. Find the right
Exactly.
college the first time. All right.